Diana Estrada de Loza. She's a bilingual teacher who has known Leti for 48 years, and tonight she will also be sharing her experience having read the book in English. A continuación tenemos a otra invitada especial, la señora Diana Estrada de Loza, una maestra bilingüe que ha conocido a Leti por 48 años, y esta noche ella va a compartir su experiencia después de haber leído el libro en inglés.
Good evening. Actually, when Leticia asked me if I'd say a few words, I said, of course I will. I'd be honored. But when I started writing, it's actually a love letter, is what it is. So I'm not necessarily going to talk about certain chapters or anything like that. You did a beautiful job. It's a love letter, okay? It just came out that way. So good evening. Like she said, my name is Diana Estrada. And I have had the good fortune of knowing and loving Leticia for 48 years. So when I say that I'm proud of her and of this book signing, and that it's been her dream for a long time, I definitely can attest firsthand that it has been a long time coming. And now that the special day is here, I wanted to share some of my own takeaways of her memoir and how it speaks to actually so many of life's precious themes. The first one for me is grit. The grit that she displayed throughout her life resonates throughout the book. Examples of courage and of resolve, despite the grief she endured, that are all abound in this deeply personal story. She demonstrated perseverance, despite being confronted by significant obstacles and significant loss. Leticia never gave up. She never gave up on those that she loved, and more importantly, she never gave up on herself. And all can appreciate that type of tenacity. I know I do. And next, I think what came out for me was the theme of art. Leticia weaves her story in her art form. As an artist, she uses the written word to express herself and holds the reader's interest, and she compels us into her story, her world. Artists can't help themselves. They're born to create, whether it be music, dance, sculpture, or in Leticia's case, the written word. Leticia created and wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote. And then finally, for me, it was this theme of love. Love of family, love of self, and of course the love that transcends even death. And love is in each and every page of her memoir, reminding us that it is really the most important thing of all. And when she writes about her love of family, she includes the once-in-a-lifetime type of love that some of us are fortunate to have with her husband. The love that she shared with the beautiful family that they created, and also the love of a family with who sometimes you might not be born within the blood family, but you choose them as family, such as the women of La Laja. These women, I felt, recovered some of their childhood. And when Leticia presented the Muñecas to them, I got a sense that it kind of served as a family figure, perhaps a big sister, a mother, a tia. That's what we do, right? Sometimes we give them gifts, we give them toys. And I thought that was just beautiful. Leticia also demonstrated, and I felt what was most important, her own self-love. When she continued to strive towards her dreams, even when it seemed silent sometimes because of self-doubt. Self-doubt does that to us. But she loved herself enough to continue inch by inch, step by step, and towards her own true realization. And Leticia, there is no doubt that I'm bursting with pride over this accomplishment, but I want to remind you that you have always and always will be a writer, with or without anyone's recognition. I love you.
Wow, that was really deep. Thank you so much, Ms. Diana Estrada. I've known Leti for about 4 years now. And over the years, I've learned to appreciate all of her kindness, her tenacity, and her strive to always push through.